Okay, hello everybody. I just wanted to make another video about where to stay in Istanbul because my last video was done in one take and I felt like I didn't give enough information around the areas of Istanbul. So firstly, I said do not stay in Sultanahmet and I still go by that. I don't think it's worth it. But what I did mention is that I did the tourist sites in one day with my friends, but that's because we're young and have energy and we can walk a lot. If you're with friends or family who are a bit older and I don't know, not as fit or whatever, then maybe 2 days you'll be able to complete everything. So one day might not be for everybody. I just want to point that out. But I still hold by what I say is don't stay here. I mean, the atmosphere is nice and everything, but yeah, I don't think you should stay there. So I want to just give more information about areas which I think are decent to stay in. So if you remember, this is Taksim. By the way, if you haven't seen my last video, please click the link on the top right before you watch this because it'll give you a better understanding. So this is the Taksim area, like I said. This is the busiest street, Istiklal. So it's a very loud area and, it's busy all the time and there's lots of shops and nice food and stuff. So only stay there if you don't mind like the noise and stuff. But when I did my last video, I did a big circle around here, and I also included this area called Tarlabaşı. So Tarlabaşı is supposed to be a very rough area in Istanbul, so I wouldn't enter this area, even though it's very close to the tourist site. You need to cross like a double road, so you won't get in there very easily, so don't worry about accidentally going in there. But yeah, they say it's very rough and that, even though I used to go there every week to wash my clothes when I lived in Beyoğlu, because my apartment did have a washing machine and I had no problems, but yeah, just avoid that area. You might not be as lucky as I was. So yeah, so Taksim, this is the Taksim area. Not a bad place to stay, but still not the greatest. So just behind Taksim, there's an area called Cihangir. And Cihangir is a very nice area, lots of local cafes and small local places to eat and a lot of antique shops. It's quite a arty area. And it's a nice area to stay because you can, get to the metro Taksim easily, and you can even go to the seaside easily. Well, seaside, I mean next to the sea. There's not, a beach or anything. But I did make a video of how to go to the beach, so you can click that link as well. So yeah, that's Cihangir. Nice area to stay. I recommend it. Further down at the end of Istiklal, there's the Galata area where the Galata Tower is. This area is nice as well. Lots of small little coffee shops and stuff like that. So yeah, not a bad shout to stay there as well. And then when you go down, there's Karakoy area. Karakoy has been up and coming in the last few years. I mean, you see a lot of, cool little cafes and stuff opening up, rooftop bars, and it seems to be quite poppin' these days. So that might be a decent shout. I mentioned Besiktas in the last video. Besiktas is like a young area. You'll see lots of young people on the streets and enjoying chilling with their friends and everything. Not a bad place to stay as well, but the only problem is there's no metro. Of course, there's buses and dolmushes and the ferry if you want to go to the sea, go across the waters or so on. But yeah, not much to do here. It's quite a small area, but I like Besiktas. It's not a bad place to stay. So further up from Taksim, the next area is Harbiye and Osmanbey. Osmanbey is just sort of like a residential area, but it's very close to Taksim, and the transportation is good. They got the metro line here, and yeah, not a bad place to stay. And attached to Osmanbey is Sisli Mecidiyekköy. It has a huge mall called Jiva here, and it also has the Trump Towers, which is a mall, not so good, but not bad either. They got Astoria here as well. So this is the place, like Mecidiyekköy is the place where everybody commutes from. So it's always busy, the streets and stuff. And it has the metro bus and the metro system. So not a bad area to stay in as well. But not much to do, but good transportation. This area, Nisantasi, is the posh area. It has all the fancy shops, the Versace, Louis Vuitton, and Rolex, and all the expensive places. So if you staying here, everything is going to be expensive and stuff. But I don't know you. I don't know how much money you got. Maybe you'll like it. You probably see a lot of so-called Instagram influencers taking their pictures on the street as well. Because every time I'm there, there seems to be a photo shoot going on with all the youth. So yeah, that's the general area. These areas are the ones I would stay in. I mean, there's Ortaköy further up here, but I don't think it's an area to stay in. It's more of an area just to visit for, a few hours. And that's about the main areas in, this part of Istanbul. Like I said, over here, Sultanahmet area, Eminönü. Like this part of Eminönü is alright, but I don't know about staying there. I'm gonna make a video soon about tour guides and which ways you can go and stuff. But yeah, so this area I still wouldn't recommend staying there. Maybe if you want, stay there a night or two, but never over that. There's no point. Fatih is a very conservative area. Only thing I will recommend there is the food is great. I really like the food in Fatih. They have a great variety of different ethnic foods. So not just Turkish foods. They have great, Yemeni food, Somali food, and so on. And yeah, like I said, my favorite is Karakoy, but I would only stay in this area of Karakoy. Like someone messaged me saying, "Hey, you told me to stay Karakoy," and they literally stayed somewhere by here. I was like, man, like this is the part I showed in the video, so just stay in this area if you stay in Karakoy. It's my favorite, but like I said, guys, take whatever I say with a pinch of salt. Don't blame me if you don't like it. I don't know you. I don't know where you're from. I don't know how much money you have. I don't know what you like doing. So I'm just giving my recommendation. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any specific questions about areas, please just leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And hopefully my advice has been useful to you. Thank you for watching.